Libra, welcome into your mid-March 2025 general tarot reading. Let's jump into some nature oracle and see what we're beginning with. Okay, so we're seeing the sequoia tree card talking about balance on the board, diamond in the center of your reading talking about radiance, as well as the eagle card talking about vision. So in the center of your reading, like I had just mentioned, we have the diamond card talking about you radiating great energy, shining your light for those to see. And for some it's a worldwide sort of viewing and digesting, noticing, paying close attention to the Libran energy. It feels like you're very efficiently and strategically, even selectively putting yourself out there, involving sharing and maybe again for some posting online. We didn't say that specifically, but even showing off how maybe you're feeling in the moment. If it's, say a moment of goofiness, happiness, maybe spiciness, feistiness, you name it. But also I feel like you're wanting to at times in very small or even subtle ways show off what you're wearing, how you're accessorizing maybe. And so I find that there are moments where Spirit's saying, go out for a walk, if Mother Nature allows it, go for an adventure, and people will naturally be maybe gravitated towards you is what I'm hearing, but people will be staring at you. You may want to hop over after this reading to tune into Tauruses, as their main message, the title of their reading was eyes being peeled upon them, and I find that you're as well going to be experiencing this, at least at certain points. But let's move on to the Sequoia tree card talking about balance, where I find between now and the remainder of March, it's almost as if without meaning to, things are falling back into balance for you. I'm now being shown a vision very clearly of, like on the Justice card, which is a Libra energy, it's a Libra card, the two scales, right? And they're saying the scales of justice, the scales of balance, the scales in different forms in general are balancing out for you, okay? I'm getting the message that, excuse me, I lose my voice a bit, that you're going to be feeling like things are evening out for you. Things are smoothing out in a sense. I don't know how that's going to come through for you individually, but that is what I'm getting. Now, if we look at this image of these three trees, I'm getting the number 3 is significant for you, as well as the number 7. But I do feel as if the remainder of March shows to other people the benefits of your confidence, because I'm getting that you are standing tall in such a bold way, in a courageous way. You're carrying yourself like an advanced soul. It's almost as if the way you're carrying yourself, the way you're even maybe standing still, which is how you carry yourself, but I was getting more so, you strutting your stuff, you swaying, okay, back and forth is what I'm hearing. There may as well be little moments of dancing and singing throughout this period, but the way that you're carrying yourself at certain points is telling at least part of a story. It's almost as if you're communicating without actually saying it, that you've been through a lot, that you haven't always been this confident individual, right? Or this grounded, peaceful individual, where I feel, this may naturally highlight times from the past, different chapters, or one in particular, where a less mature, less experienced, just a different version of you existed, and you maybe reacted to things more than proceeding forward with a sense of control. You may have been anxious or, less grounded, less peaceful. And so it feels like you just, in an effortless way, at times putting, obvious effort into it. You're protecting your energy and way of being by not letting things get the best of you and take over, all right? But moving on to your third card, again, the number 3 is popping up. The Eagle card talking about vision, because Libra, it feels like a time for you where the vision that you have is being tweaked, all right? It's almost as if you were envisioning yourself with a certain type of person as far as dating goes. or with maybe that specific person. And now it's like as if you've changed so much recently and even are changing more than ever now. And even maybe certain changes or tweaks in your physical reality are playing into it, where Spirit's saying, don't be surprised if you no longer wish to see yourself with that person or that type of person. But it doesn't have to be dating, of course. It feels like different levels of this overall vision for your life moving forward, as far as continuance and new decisions, new situations, choices are all playing into this vision changing more than ever. And they're saying good, because you deserve the best. And I find that the remainder of March really highlights that for you specifically. I want to say other people are maybe thinking about this in regards to you as well, where Spirit wants you to remember to settle is not the right choice. You may even find that settling is not going to be an option, as there may be highlighting, reflecting upon a tower moment that took place recently, or maybe it's now finally being sparked or created. Spirit just showed me a vision of a big hand pushing that tower over with one finger. Boop, the tower goes down. And now, because you were even maybe considering or actually were settling with that person, place, situation, now there's room and space for you to upgrade, to choose what is in alignment with you and will suit you 10 times more, and maybe even benefit you more. But it's this feeling of Spirit preparing each and every Libra within this collective to soar towards better, bigger, new heights. I really feel for some there's a focus on your 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups lifestyle playing into the vision card, where maybe you wish to live a more lavish lifestyle, or you wish to have this and that you don't have the means to acquire at this time along your path. It could even talk about home life, family life, stuff of this nature. But let's move on to the tarot portion of your reading. Your voice is going to be coming through in so many different forms and different ways, different situations, to the point where people are going to be listening. It's not even just that people are tuning in or stopping and listening to what you have to say, maybe even with Spirit's communicating through you for a lot. But it's this feeling, of even in the midst of slipping up at certain points, or you're struggling with the perfect wording, while other points you are just easily, spitting it out with the perfect wording. It's this feeling of people 1000% trusting you. And if they don't at the start of whatever they're listening to you communicating, conveying, it will transition into a state of ultimate trust. And so I find that this is also going to be intertwined with levels of discovery, rewards coming through because of it, as well as honor and respect. And they just showed a vision of you gaining, Libra gaining a crown, very much being put on your head by other people, but also by Spirit, not just your spirit guides. But look at this. You're looking good and you're feeling good. While I find that you're a bit self-critical in regards to certain things that you wish to change, adjust, or maybe remove from your physical appearance. But they're giving me the message of there's a pot of gold for you at the end of the rainbow. And so they're saying, keep trucking along, don't give up along your individual journey, your individual path. I find that you may as well find there's a little bit of luck on your side at this time. I'm naturally seeing a 4-leaf clover. Oh, okay, we're actually going to move on to the tarot in a hot second, but you may need to as well gain a release behind closed doors in the right way or ways at the right timing, so that it doesn't, come to be in a very, vocal way, or a very unhealthy way or disturbing way in some sort of public situation, okay? What else do we have for Libra? Okay, so somebody's going to be disappointed in regards to you not choosing them, or you maybe not giving them exactly what they want. I also feel like you're thinking about past heartbreak, past difficulty when dating, maybe even with past friends, and they're saying, we can't let that hold you back. You know what I mean? And even for some, a recent situation that didn't live up to your expectations or just didn't do it for you in the end, it doesn't speak upon the next person that you're meant to associate with, the next person that you're going to give it a go with. But putting those aside, in the midst of you being an independent soul, assisting yourself and other people with levels of hope and abundance otherwise, you are at certain points expecting the worst or focusing on the imperfections too much. It's this feeling of spirit saying, well, when you focus on the imperfection and you notice it multiple times or very clearly that one time, you either can do something about it or you can't. You know what I mean? You either will do something about it or you won't. And so Spirit's saying this pushes you to remember, not just in regards to this, but where does your Libran control lie? And, you know, if it's meant to be cleaned up, adjusted, changed, or if you can start taking steps towards making that change and adjustment in your life, then great. But if it's outside of your control, then what is the point in overly or just continuously from time to time focusing upon it, lingering, if you will? It's just a very honest message coming through. But Five of Wands, there's certain levels of bad energy in the remainder of this month, whether it's when you're working that job or when you're running your business. For some, it may be a toxic negative spirit or two, but it does feel like you're going to as well be vividly dreaming at this time. And I find that these dreams will be a little bit all over the place, to be honest with you. Have you ever had a dream that literally lasted the entire night, or the majority of which? And sometimes I will wake up and head back to sleep multiple times, and it's almost like different chapters of the same random story, or stories, pairing together. But you may find that this comes to be for you, but also I find that there's at least one or two very key dreams, and maybe even day visions in your waking life that are going to be beneficial for you. They want you to make sure that you aren't overthinking or trying to dig too deep into these dreams or messages that are coming through otherwise, because I feel that, you know, if it's meant to be a message for you, then you won't have to overthink it. You won't have to dig for the meaning, the purpose of it, to that extent. If you're meant to gain something from it, understand it, then it will come to be quite easily. All right, it'll be obvious. But yeah, the Eight of Wands, because again, I find that you are getting your voice out there. But don't be surprised, Libra, when this period feels quite quick for you, as it doesn't feel like you're rushing, at least for the most part or for the majority of this period. But it's almost as if in the midst of this radiating, maybe busy period for you with the Ten of Wands, it's you looking back and thinking, well, where did the remainder of March go? We're already stepping into the following month. And Spirit saying that's not a bad thing, especially when you're feeling like you got a ton done and you made the best out of the majority of this period. But it also reminds you to stop and smell the roses and stop and enjoy yourself a bit more, to switch things up at certain points, to create different results, and to make sure that you're taking time out of each day to appreciate the positives, the pros, the benefits of what's at hand. I also feel like somebody may, more than you realize or remember, will miss what's at hand, even though you desire a change for the future. But look at this. We naturally have the Justice card coming up to begin to end your reading, because it feels like a time where you are experiencing justice coming in. You're again seeing the scales balance out in your favor, to your benefit in more than one way, more than one form. But it just feels like this is a time where Spirit's saying, make sure you are shining your light brighter than ever, because you're looking good, you're feeling good, you're accomplishing very strategically and even easily. As I feel this is a time between now and the end of the month, Libra, where you're meant to more than ever reap the rewards because of your past and current month efforts. All right. So those are your messages for the remainder of March. I hope they were truly helpful. I am sending you so much love and light. Bye, Libra.